Good morning. It was a long night, cold, got below freezing, and the shelter was packed. It it fit 12. I think we had 13 in the shelter, and then there were a couple people tenting. You can see the tent there behind me. Those girls came in, and when I say late, I say 8:30. I mean, that's late. Hiker midnight is called 8 p.m. Everybody's usually just dead because it's dark and there's not a lot to do. But they came in. The first thing I heard them say is, "We're not dead. We're alive." But they made it in. They're just out section hiking. So we got a decision to make today. We're 5 miles away from the road that could get us into Gatlinburg to resupply and to shower, or we could keep pushing on and spend 3 more nights in the Smokies, and then just have that shower and clean clothes to look forward to when we get out. But it's a beautiful day. Sky is blue, just touch of clouds. Sun's coming up. It's supposed to be scattered showers. Grant Dade was right on the money with the weather yesterday, and so we were able to manage around that. And so thanks, Grant, for that. But that's what's happening today. We've hit the highest point yesterday. So maybe it's all downhill from here since that was the highest point on the trail, but obviously it won't be. But it was a good day, and today's going to be a good day also. You just take it as it comes. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, stopping to get some water, and mind is just not sure what to do. Why this is such a big decision is because we're a little over halfway through the Smokies, and in about 3 miles we're going to hit a gap, a roadway, and that's the only out. So if we're going to take an out, that's it. If I don't take an out, then I'm in here 3 or 4 more days. And weather's just hit or miss. So literally I've been walking and praying, Lord, just, let me know. Give me some kind of sign. I think I'm going to get down into the gap and hopefully get some signal and look at the weather. And if the weather's not disastrous, I may just push on. But I don't know. There's a lady you may watch, Dixie. It's a girl my age or maybe a little younger. I'm sure she's younger. But anyway, she hikes, and one of her things is don't quit on a bad day. No, I'm not thinking about quitting, but am I bailing just because that bed is drawing me and that shower, or it's a wise decision? So anyway, I'm trying to make a smart decision, but also a decision that will make my hike more successful. So anyway, those are the decisions that I'm dealing with now. Look, civilization. This is Indian Gap Road, and so I'm about 1.7 miles from Newfound Gap, so the decision still has to be made, and I'm just depending on weather, and I can't get service to get weather, so I don't know, may have to roll the dice a little bit. But it's an awesome day today. It's been a beautiful hike this morning. Okay, I noticed on the map it said we're coming to a wire fence, so there's a sign over there, so we'll check it out. But this is a little platform that you get over the fence. And let's see, it says 20 special sites that have been identified for fencing against the wild hogs. So trying to hold on to those hogs and keep them out of areas they don't want them. All right, Tennessee state line, Newfound Gap. We made it. All right, I have made a decision and I'm gonna stick with it. This cat right here, this is my ride into town. Pack rat, old Jeep. 20 bucks. If I can find somebody to split with me, it'd only be 10 bucks, but I'm gonna get into town and just take a shower, rest a little bit, and then come back out here refreshed. But I am, I guess I shall, this is, the trail follows the North Carolina-Tennessee border for a while. It's gonna split a little ways up, and then of course it'll get into Virginia, but don't want to get ahead of myself. So I'm going into Gatlinburg tonight. Now, whether I stay one night or 2 nights, we'll just have, that's going to kind of depend on the weather. But that's what's happening here. This is a Newfound Gap, real popular place. And it's the only road that's open in the Smoky Mountain Park right now. Isn't that appropriate? Got a bus behind me.
Trail was more difficult than I thought it'd be.
Oh, really?
It was all down.
Alexander is the man. He is taking us down to Gatlinburg. Thank you, Alexander.
Yes. No problem.
All right, so we're in Gatlinburg. This is a little bit different than the shelters. This is the Bearskin Lodge. We got like a hiker rate of $65. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. Got a pizza place right there. And very cool.
Boy, S is in Sam, 506277@yahoo.com.
So this is kind of interesting. I am, checked into the lodge, which is super nice. But if you think about it, if you're trying to wash all the clothes you got, well, you got to have something to wear when you're washing clothes. So you ought to see me, I look a mess. I'm wearing my puffy jacket with nothing underneath, and then just my frog tog pants. It's what they call hiker trash. I feel like a fool walking around, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. Well, I'm no fan of these big crowds and stuff, but Gatlinburg is kind of like all these other little towns, Niagara Falls and places I've been. We got Ripley's, and I'm sure it's a lot of fun. A lot of places to lose your money, I'll tell you that. I'm just trying to find a laundromat. All right, so these guys have been super nice. I walked in and they said, yeah, we'll be glad to help you out. So I'm looking for, they said there's another hiker down here, so we'll see who's down here. Oh, that sounds right. There it is. Hey, Mikey Figs. What's up, dude? All right, so we found the machines, and it's like the old days. If anybody remembers the old arcades, I got my quarters in, I'm next. So he's got his washing, so I'm in line. All right, mission accomplished. I have clean clothes, and I'm gonna walk back up this crazy circus of a town and go chill out. We're gonna go dinner and act like civilized people for a while. Don't see that every day. Okay, so the name of the game is being flexible. Talked to my buddy Grant, meteorologist, and he said that Saturday you do not want to be on trail. There's a ton of snow coming, severely cold temperatures. So just like that, from taking a day off, I'm going to go back on trail tomorrow. But I'm in this little grocery store right now trying to get what I need and trying to do it quickly, but yet effectively. So anyway, that's the deal. And so we'll be back on trail in the morning and try to make it out of the Smokies in the 3 days before the big snow comes. Good morning. It is day 25. It's Wednesday, March 29th. And so just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a detailed bit of where we're at and where I'm at and what's going on. So got to Newfound Gap yesterday. Decided to come on into town. Now, the reason I decided for that, because I was reflecting hiking yesterday, and like, do I go in? Do I not go in? Do I go in? And it just kind of dawned on me. It's like, if I have to err on one side, I'm gonna err on going to sleeping in a bed and and taking a shower and all that kind of stuff. I mean, because granted, the roughing it and the kind of the difficulties that just comes with backpacking, that's going to come naturally. But if I have a choice, why not? So and I had said that from the get-go, and so that's what I decided to do. I was actually going to stay here in this room for 2 nights and take a zero, which means 0 miles, just completely rest, take it easy. But I keep mentioning Grant, my weather guy, my friend from way back in high school. And but we talked to him last night. We went out to dinner last night, me and Agony and a guy named Cool Whip, so a couple other hikers. And we came back in here and called Grant, and he was saying that Saturday it is really going to get cold and snowy. And so we changed our plans. And so we're going to go back out this morning. So we're going to hike 2 more nights we got 2 more nights in the Smokies. Where we got off is a little over halfway of the Smokies. And so now we'll finish it up. And so Friday night we should get to a hostel, and then we plan on zeroing Saturday. So that's the deal. But we had, got everything cleaned up. You saw the footage of me walking down I felt like I was going down a county fair. There needed to be barkers on the sidewalks hollering, but I mean, it was neat. It was you could tell a lot of people have a lot of fun here. Not my place, not my kind of place, but it's pretty neat. So gonna have breakfast. They have a continental breakfast here, and then we're gonna catch a shuttle back up to the trail, and we'll be back on trail in a little bit. But that's what's going on. So I hope everyone's doing well. I did post a little Facebook yesterday. Listen, I just can't tell you, those that are watching, friends, family, even people I don't know, I covet your prayers. I appreciate that. And just thank you so much. And I hope everyone's doing well. And I'll certainly share with you anything that I see is share worthy. All right. So everybody have a great day. Back at the trailhead. We're back at Newfound Gap. About to take off. That was our shuttle. There's Agony. There's our shuttle up here with Tigger. And so we're about to head on. I think we got 10 miles or so to the shuttle we're heading to today. So we'll see what the day has for us. A few miles in, it's really just a thick fog, but it's kind of cool in its own way. Now that I finally figured out how to download this music and listen to music on airplane mode. When I was in town, downloaded some praise and worship stuff, so I'm just having church out here this morning. So it's been really cool. On the way up, we did see some turkey, but it was in the car. I don't know if that really counts. Still hoping to see something on the trail, but I'll keep my eyes open and I will keep you informed. Nice little creek, isn't it? Nice little stream. Yeah, only thing is, it's the see the white blaze? That's the trail. It's just all the rain we've had the last couple of days. The water channels down here. So, a lot of rock hopping this morning. It's beautiful though. So, here's some drama for the day. 511 and Sunshine, all those guys that I was with 2 nights ago, well, I went into Gatlinburg and they did not. Well, I just went past a shelter where they stayed last night, and some of the younger kids that were just out for a few days, they said, yeah, they left and where they're heading. So I may try to catch them tonight, which would be kind of cool because means I would be the same place they were, except I would have stayed one night in a nice hotel and bed. But we'll see. That's about 11, 12 more miles. So it would be a long day, but I don't think the terrain's too bad. So we'll just see how it goes. But could be interesting. All right, there is a place called Charlie's Bunyan, but I am not even going to walk over there because you can see there's not much to see. But we know it's out there. There's just some fog in there right now, but it'll be back at some point. Just means I'm going to have to come back when it's nice, because I imagine this view is absolutely amazing. But what are you going to do? The sun is it's just trying to cut through, but it's just not. But this is why it's the Smoky Mountains, I guess. Today would be an amazing hike as far as views, and it's been a nice hike, but it's just been socked in everywhere. So we move on. parts of the trail like this, I mean, it almost looks like it's been pruned and, you know, just nicely manicured. Man, I'm telling you, I know you get sick of hearing this, but you can just tell it would be beautiful views. So that's why you better enjoy them when you got them, because you're not promised them. Look, it's cleared up a little bit. You can see some mountains. That's awesome. It's kind of like faith, you know? The clouds cover in, and you may not be able to see the mountains sometimes, but you know they're there. And that's what faith is all about. It's believing in something that you may not be able to see or touch, but you know it's there. Okay, so I just passed the shelter that I was going to stay at, and I think Sunshine and 511 and Cleanup had just left. So I am going to press on. One thing about that shelter that I just passed, it's almost a half a mile off trail, so that's a whole extra mile going to the shelter, coming back, and it's only 2:15, and I think I'm just under 5 miles to this next shelter, so still have plenty of time, plenty of daylight, and that just means I'll have less to hike the next couple days, and that should be pretty epic when I show up. And I hope they're not mad at me though. They stayed in a shelter last night, and I got to stay in the bearskin lodge with a nice bathroom and shower, and had a great steak. But anyway, I guess those are choices. Okay, I'm about a mile from the shelter. I'm anxious to see how these folks respond when I show up. So I may just kind of roll it as I walk in, so you can get the response. Hopefully it'll be good. But anyway, the sun's coming out a little bit. I can actually see some mountains and a little bit of blue sky. So it's been a really good day. This has been my longest day though. A little over 15 miles. But I think it was good for me to go into town and get rest up, and I think that's the only way I was able to do it. So let's see how they respond.
Hey!
What's up?
Gatlinburg.
All right, so made it into the shelter, and some new faces, and it's always kind of cool. That crowd was excited that I was able to catch up with them. And but check this out. This cat brought in some food from town. Oh yeah, he's eating the real deal. No one would know we're 20 miles in.